Hi, Pumpkin, and welcome to Volume 8 of Hi, Pumpkin, a series designed specifically for one girl to turn her into an awesome woman with my hopefully reasonable fatherly advice. So today's going to be a short one for you, and it was inspired by our little shopping trip today. So you and I went out a little bit and we did some clothes shopping for you. But we also went to a bookstore. Yes, there's still a bookstore or two in this area, even though pretty much everything is online. And it was really neat and I really enjoyed it. So, what I'm going to encourage you to do as much as you can throughout life is, for God's sakes, turn off the TV. It's an absolute idiot box. It's just a complete waste of time. Don't watch TV. Put down your tablet, put down your phone, get off the computer. Read a book. Reading is one of the most important things that you'll ever do in your entire life. It does so much for you. And one of my super important jobs as a dad, and I think I've kind of got there, is to make a reader out of you. And I know we go on reading dates to Starbucks, and I know we haven't been doing that as much lately as you get a little bit older because you're not as keen to go to Starbucks with me on a Sunday afternoon and sit and read for 20 minutes. But hopefully that changes again, and we go back to doing that because I really enjoy it. But reading's super important. It's good for you for a lot of ways. It helps you with literally everything. It helps you to focus. It helps you to educate you. It'll help you in school. It'll help you socially. It'll open your mind to new things. You can go to any point in history. You can journey to any foreign land there is and know about it because you actually sit down and read about it a little bit. It'll make your reading comprehension better. Like anything else, the more you read, the faster you'll read, which will really help in school. And it's really a valuable investment in your time. It's also really relaxing and really good for you. So I don't want you to just read anything. What I'd like you to read are, obviously, I want you to be a smart person. And I want you to enjoy reading. So you're going to read stuff that you like to, which I'm totally with. And pick up the stuff you read, but be careful what you read. I try to read a little bit cross section of everything. And at times it's good, and sometimes it makes me crazy. Now, I'm also the king of, if I start reading it, I got to force myself to read to the end. But frankly, if you're a couple chapters into something, give it 100 pages is my generally cutoff. If I'm at 100 pages into it and it's still not for me, I can put it down. At least I give it a try with 100 pages. Some books take a little longer to get the background information in and before you get started with it. So give it some time. What should you be reading? Now, obviously, you're going to read stuff that interests you and things you enjoy, much of which will be fiction. But I want you reading stuff about philosophy, specifically Stoicism. And there's a ton of good stuff about Stoicism out there. Ryan Holiday is one of my favorites. Um, it's really neat. It's a great way to go through life. It's a great way to put things in perspective. It's great for your mental health. And I think you'll learn a ton out of Stoicism. And there's a bunch of great books on it. I want you to read about money and finance and how to make money and how to develop businesses and how to handle your money once you get it. I want you to learn the joys of compounding interest. I want you to learn investment strategies and what the different investment platforms are so people aren't talking to you and it's above your head. Every strong woman, I should say, should know about finance and how to deal with their money. It'll teach you about leadership. You're a leader and you're going to continue to be a leader through your whole life. And the more you learn about leadership, the better leader you'll be. Because there's leadership in broad spectrums across all of life, whether it be in athletics or in the military, in a corporate environment, in a student environment, at a church, whatever. Every one of these organizations require leadership, and everyone has lessons for you. So you can read about leadership from a broad cross section of different approaches, different styles, and you could take different tools from each of these and develop your own style. I'd also like you to read self development stuff. You're awesome, but you could always be better. And you know how you get better? By challenging yourself, by learning new things, by seeing things from a perspective perhaps you hadn't considered before. Sometimes it takes getting uncomfortable to do, but that's really neat. And you can do that through reading. And there's a ton of fiction out there. It's almost endless. But boy, if you're going to read fiction, especially in your youth, try to read the classics. The classics are phenomenal. And they also help towards your education. They round you out a bit. They'll help your addiction. Everything is good about that. Some of it's a little dated. The thought processes are different. I think most modern fiction is woke garbage, but it's neat for you to see how people thought and acted and did stuff differently in a different time. And as you do read and you see things that are, oh, well, no, we don't talk like that now, or that's not cool now, that's okay. That's how it was then. And it'll help you from falling into the trap of presentism, where you judge everything in history based on how we think today. Well, if you act like that, you're never going to learn from history. You're never going to embrace history. You're never going to see how people thought and entertained themselves and lived, because you'll be too snooty looking down your nose. Says, oh, we would never do that, which is garbage. If you lived back then, you'd have been the exact same. I 100% assure you. Much like 100 years from now, when people look back on us, oh, I'd have never done that. Like, yeah, really, whatever. So, going to be a short one today. Read a book and read as many books as you can. Read as often as you can. I have a couple daily readers that I try to read every day. The first one is called Jesus Calling, and it's by Date, and it's kind of a devotional, and it's nice. It helps you center yourself. I also read daily The Daily Stoic. It's another Ryan Holiday book, which I love. And another book I try to read at least a chapter of every day is, of course, the Holy Bible. My two biggest jobs as a parent are to develop you intellectually and hopefully to build a relationship with you and God. And I know some of your friends may watch this, so that's cool. I want you to have a relationship with God too. Hopefully it's with Jesus. But again, I'm not going to dictate what religion you are, and you be you. So anyhow, I love you. I think you're great. I had a great time shopping with you today. And it's a great reminder to get over here and tell you, read, read, read. And when you're done reading, read some more. Take books on vacation, read them on the planes, read them at the airport, have a book in your car for when you're bored. And the glory thing is, you don't really need books anymore. You can literally have them on your Kindle. This is my prized possession. I've got like 150 books in there. So, it's been great seeing you again. It's really fun making these videos for you. I love you. I hope you're well. Be safe, be strong, be awesome. We'll see you next time on Hi Pumpkin.